Hello everyone, this is Lance from Cinematic Galaxy, and this is my first ever video review. What I decided to do, I'm actually going to review the entire Harry Potter movie series from start to finish, obviously starting with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, whatever you prefer to call it. It really doesn't make much of a difference to me, but yeah. Anyway, the funny thing is, I kind of got into Harry Potter on accident. You know, I was taken to see this movie in theaters with really no interest in it, and I thought it was alright. You know, I kind of enjoyed it, but I never really cared about seeing it again. And then the next summer, my mom, she bought me the VHS. And I don't know if I actually said it or not, but I kind of had a spoiled brat mentality. I was thinking, out of all the movies you could have bought me, you bought me this movie. Like, I'm not even a Harry Potter fan. But it was summertime, and there'd be days where there wasn't really a whole lot that I was doing or anything, so I just popped in the tape and I watched it and ended up loving the film. And actually, I got so excited for a sequel. I didn't even know they were making one, but I was hoping that they would make a sequel because I knew that there were more books. So I remember one day, literally right after I watched the film, and then I turned the regular TV on, a commercial for Chamber of Secrets came up, and I just flipped. I was so excited, so ecstatic. But that's another story. I'll continue that in my Chamber of Secrets review. Anyway, yeah, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is really a childhood classic of mine. I just really, really love this film. It's a great entry into this world, a great entry into this universe, and yeah, I mean, I can't imagine the series without the cast that it has. Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, Tom Felton, everyone in this film is fantastic. I mean, obviously their acting improves later on. It's not perfect, but for kids, you know, for young kids, they did a very good job. And then they weren't required to do as much as they are later on, so it kind of fit. But anyway, yeah, this film is just very magical, obviously, and a lot of this film is about it really shows, I mean, at its core it's a dark story because you still learn about Voldemort. He killed Harry's parents. Harry has to face him, but overall it's a lot more lighthearted than the later installments in the series, and it's basically Harry's introduction to this world. You know, he comes from a horrible, horrible life in the Muggle or non-magical world. He grows up living with his aunt and uncle and cousin, who are all very hateful towards him. And this is just like a dream come true. Hagrid comes to him on his 11th birthday, tells him he's a wizard, and right after that, I mean, it just takes off. And yeah, it's great. I mean, yeah, I really love this film. It's very nostalgic for me. It's kind of like, and I know some people are going to laugh when I say this, but I consider it to be kind of like the E.T. of my childhood. Because a lot of people love E.T., and they feel like it's that movie that defines their childhood and that really makes them feel like a kid again. There are two scenes that are tied for my favorite. It would have to be the Quidditch match, and then it would have to be the chess match towards the end of the film. Both of those scenes are just excellent. The Quidditch is so well translated to screen. The chess match is just so, you know, the set piece is brilliant. The music by John Williams, I must say, his soundtrack for this film is classic. It's right up there with his best work. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, E.T., Jaws, all that great stuff. Harry Potter fits right in. I mean, it is an amazing score. And his score during these two scenes, the Quidditch match and the chess match, is just brilliant. There are flaws in this film, however. It's not a perfect movie. Chris Columbus is a director. He directed films such as Home Alone and Mrs. Doubtfire, films that I do like a lot. But his you know, he does a great job in bringing that childhood whimsy to the series. But the problem with his films, with this first film, is that sometimes he kind of sometimes the emotion is a little lacking. It feels a little flat, you know. Sometimes you just hear, you know, fans of the books like me. I've read, you know, I'm a fan of the book, as you can see right here. But his movies, sometimes they're so focused. Like this movie is focused on having the line the same way it was in the book, or you know, something like that. That it often lacks the emotional substance and depth. I don't know if that really made sense the way I explained it, but it's just not perfect from an emotional standpoint. Sometimes it feels a little flat. It feels like characters are just saying the line, but they're not really putting full emotion into it. I think that's one of the flaws in his direction. But overall, he was great for bringing this childhood, you know, just that magical sense to this series. And he was a great pick for being the first director to start the series. I mean, I love this film. I think it's great. Well, not like great, but it's very good. I'm very sentimental about it. And I give Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone 3 out of 4 planets, which translates to very good. You know, it is, again, it's not perfect. It's not even close to perfect, but for the type of film it is, it's very, very good. It succeeds, and it's a great entry in this series. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please, you know, leave comments. Let me know what you thought of my review, whether you agree or not, or anything like that. Anyway, see you later. This is Lance from Cinematic Galaxy, signing off.